Hey guys, so today we are going to be taking a lesson type assessment for our learners. So it's going to be like a normal typical lesson, but then pointing out errors that would occur during this lesson. So picking out things that would be a minor fault and things that are likely to be a serious fault if this was a test or even a mock test. So we are at Handsworth Driving Test Center, and this is a specific test route that was actually recently done by a previous learner in March. So let us get through the same route and see what happens here. So right now we have our first minor fault here, as you can see here, junction observation. So she's pulled out too forward out of the giveaway line before noticing the vehicles approaching from the right. So remember, don't progress forward over the giveaway line at junctions unless you know it's safe. So stop behind, do your observations, and make sure it is safe. Even if you have to creep out, you've got to stop first and look around. Make sure the area is clear, and if you still can't see, then safely creep and peep, or peep and creep out of the junction. So that's the first minor fault right there, and let's see as we progress on what else we can pick up. Okay, so remember this road is a 40 miles an hour road. Make progress if it's safe to do so, and if it's not safe, then keep your speed within the appropriate speed for the driving condition or the road condition during your test or your driving. So yep, and then we're coming up to the traffic light, and after that traffic light the road is going to be opening up into two lanes. So remind yourself, keep to the left lane and keep the right lane open for overtaking vehicles. So since entering this section of the road, the driver has not made much progress. So I'm holding back a little bit, and as you would see further into the road, we kind of get a bit to 35, but then quickly drops back to 32 miles per hour again. So in that case, I would be
After 600
forced to
yards,
give a minor
go right
fault
on the roundabout.
for
Second
progress.
exit,
So keep
B60
that
to
in
100,
mind. It's
Aston
a
Way.
40 road, the weather is good, the road is clear. There's no reason why we can't be doing about at least 35 miles or above on this road.
At the roundabout. So if you look at this set now, you see over there, you're going to the roundabout. How often do you use the sat nav?
Not many times.
So you should make your instructor let him make you use more sat navs.
Go right on the roundabout. Second exit, B60 to 100, Aston Way. After 500 yards, go left on the roundabout. First exit, B6053, Chesterfield Road. Go left on the roundabout. First exit, B6053, Chesterfield Road.
Always remember to put your signals back on when it gets cancelled by your steering wheel so that other drivers or road users don't think that you've changed your mind and you're going through another direction. So keep this in mind.
I'd like you to pull up on the left after that car. So just make sure you come off the bus stop and the junction. So go past the
After
junction.
200 yards, turn right, Main Street, then bear right, A618, High Street.
Alright, not bad.
Many cars come.
But while you're waiting, you should signal so that they know you're waiting to move off. So check around, put the signal on while you wait. So you're turning right at the
After
traffic
80
lights.
yards, turn right, Main Street, then bear right.
Signal. So don't forget you're turning. Put that signal on, let people know you're turning right. Now we know this lane is going right only, but we're now sitting on the arrow. So what is behind you? They might not actually know.
Yeah.
Thinking too long.
No,
Now why are you paying too much attention on them?
yeah, other car didn't put signal. Late
After
put
200
signal.
yards.
So as you can see, this is what anxiety does to you. Now, even though those cars turning right on the opposite direction had their signal on, she actually did not notice the signals. But the problem here was now that even though she was paying attention to them, she continued moving forward and now passing a point of turn, which is why I had to come in at that point and take control. So keep this in mind. Relax, plan ahead. We had enough time to plan ahead in that situation, even with the van in front of us turning right as well, and all of the vehicles signaling right to turn right. So yep, that would be a serious fault there, unfortunately. Now, one thing I also noticed is that the learner is actually a much better driver than she gives off. And this is quite common as well sometimes with learner drivers, and you're anxious and worried on the road and not realizing that you're making your driving much worse doing that. Stay calm and relax, and you'd realize that you drive much better. Don't just focus on the things you're doing wrong. Give yourself credit for the things that you're doing right, especially if your instructor tells you you're doing well at some things. Take it for what they say it is, because they wouldn't tell you otherwise if it wasn't so.
So when you come into this situation, I say you checked your right mirror before going in there, that's good. But it would be better if you check it earlier. So you're checking that mirror just as you're about to go in there. So if there was anything there, you would have to jump on the brake.
After 300 yards, turn right for Chase. Turn right for Chase.
What do you think you could have done better there?
What?
What do you think you could have done better
A
there?
little more slow.
Should have reduced that speed a lot more. And as you can see, you lost control there.
After 200 yards, turn right, Windsor Rise, then turn left, Marlborough Rise.
Did you look at the sat nav?
Yeah.
Should have been on that road.
Turn
not
right,
this road.
Windsor Rise, then turn left, Marlborough Rise.
So turn left at the junction. Now on a test, that's not going to be a problem.
Turn
so you just miss
left,
the road.
Woodpecker
Or if you keep
Close,
missing
then
roads,
at
then it
the
becomes
end
a
of the
problem.
road, turn left, Windsor Rise.
And then left again at the junction.
Turn left, Windsor Rise, then turn around when possible.
Oh, you know what? Go right instead. Go right.
Right?
Oh yeah, turn right. Alright. And then turn left.
After 30 yards, turn left, Marlborough Rise.
So you're following the sat nav again. So what you want to do, see these grey lines? That means that's another road before yours. You're following the blue line.
After
Make sure
80
you keep in
yards,
mind.
turn right, Small Road, then turn left, Nickerywood Drive.
And up here is always going to be the countdown. Anything between 50 and 100 yards is
Turn
about where you
right,
need to signal.
Small Road, then
Turn right.
turn left, Nickerywood Drive.
Now, remember when turning into a situation like this, like turning right and there are parked cars just right at the junction, if there are no oncoming vehicles ahead of you, then you can just turn straight into the middle of the road, or if you have to, then yeah, turn into the right lane to pass that parked car. Now, I would forgive that here because she might have been distracted because I was talking to her just before the road she was turning into.
At the end of the road, turn left, B6067, Lodge Lane, then turn right, A618, Mansfield Road.
End of the road.
So good signal now.
Turn left, B6067, Lodge Lane, then turn right, A618, Mansfield Road. Turn right, A618, Mansfield Road.
It's giving you away. the speed limit on this road is
30.
40. So there's a sign on the pole just as you turned. It's a little one, but they should have a big one, but it's 40. See
Yes,
over there?
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, first exit, A618, High Street, then bear left, Main Street. Cross the roundabout, first exit, A618, High Street, then bear left, Main Street. Bear left, Main Street, then turn left, B6053, Chester Uffield Road. After 200 yards, turn left, B6053, Chester Uffield Road. Turn left, B6053, Chester Uffield Road. After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit, A57, Chester Uffield Road. Cross the roundabout, second exit, A57, Chester Uffield Road. After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit, A57. Cross the roundabout, second exit, A57.
So that roundabout you were a little bit hesitant what lane to be on.
Yeah.
Now don't forget, normally to avoid that, you should have just remain on your left lane while you look out for the arrows on the floor. If you realize the last minute, then just follow where the arrows direct you to, rather than you're taking up 2 lanes and the cars behind you waiting for you to make up a decision. That becomes more of a serious issue. I'll just stay on the left. If I realize that the left is only going left, I just go take the left, rather than you take up the whole lane and you're 1, 2, 1, 2.
Your car likes flying.
Yeah, I mean, if you tell it to fly, it will. So once you understand that, just gently on the gas as you push.
But when I
You get used to it.
yeah,
Once you get
when
used to
I
it.
started,
After
it was
400
more
yards,
difficult
go
for me.
right
But
on the
now you get used to it.
now
third
it's
exit,
difficult.
Peyton Road.
So you're turning right at that roundabout, third exit.
Go right on the roundabout, third exit, Dayton Road.
Now pay attention to the lane positioning at this roundabout. As the learner exited the roundabout, she remained in the right lane and then goes straight out of the roundabout from the right lane without changing lane to the left as she passed the second exit. Her positioning at this point can confuse other road users to actually think that we were taking the fourth exit. So keep this in mind.
After 300 yards, turn right, B6064, Station Road. Turn right, B6064, Station Road.
So eventually, now on your test, by now you would have been done with the sat nav, but because you need to practice more with it, that's why I'm leaving it on. So
After 250 yards, turn left, B60 to 100, Retford Road. Turn left, B60 to 100, Retford Road.
So at this point, we are turning left to Redford Road, so coming to the end of the route. And to be frank, our driving is actually very much better than I anticipated, and that was because of the way that she had spoken of her driving. And this is often the case sometimes with learners where you don't give yourself enough credit, and then you end up driving in fear, worrying about everything around you, overreacting, and in many cases being too careful, overcautiousness. And it's either you're too cautious or you're worrying about the speed and you're driving too fast, that everything is happening so quick around you that you're not having enough time to react and respond to things safely. So be very careful, relax, and give yourself some courage. Give yourself um, give yourself credit where you deserve. I understand you're making mistakes in that, but that's the whole point of it. If you're worrying because you're making mistake and you think, oh, that's the end of the world, then it's not going to help you. You've got to understand that when you make mistake, we pick it up and try and work on it. But then when you're doing things right, you've got to use that to encourage yourself. You've got to use that to boost your confidence because you are going to need it. So that's the case here. Driving is much, much, much better than she thinks. And if she'd actually calm down and relax more, And just, a couple of times I had to tell her, what, sit back, relax on your chair, you're doing well. And sometimes that's just the case. So keep this in mind. The driving was good, and I hope that you'd put this in mind and relax much better so that you can help yourself, drive through your test and come back with a better result, which is obviously what you want, so that in the end you would have passed your test. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it is at least informative for you. So yep, best of luck with your lessons and all the best with your driving test. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.